HTML and ASP.NET programmers. Even we can use for mobiles also. So MVC 4.0 introduced the filters like attribute based approach, routing concept, and the other one is filters. I'll explain all the things. Filter overrides, and we already discussed Web API. Application programming interface, this one. So that we can develop the code for common usage and all. And the other one is MVC 5.0. This MVC 5.0, we added some lightweight, like more lightweight programming for cloud integrations, Windows, Azure, all the things. The data will be integrating to cloud.
What is a cloud-based application, ma'am?
Cloud is generally we have three resources. One is infrastructure, the other one is storage, and the other one is platform. Nowadays, if you have a software, you can do the work in your PC, okay? And later maybe some other software will come. Again, what we have to do, maybe your system is not supported for it. Every time you are changing, right? So instead of going to use that, they are providing the VPN, virtual PC, okay? And they are giving the link for us. So once we connected to the PC, everything we can do the work. Just like work from home, how we can do that? The same, everything we can do the programming in their PC center, virtual PCs. Okay, that is one type of service. The second service is design and code, whatever we are developing, that will be in our PC, but storage, everything will be there. Okay, so that is another service. And now third service is infrastructure. Maybe we need to upload our data to the live, and we need to keep our system as a backup. Maybe later if any virus should come and our system should be crashed. But every day they are taking the backup and keep the data as safe. Okay, all these things everywhere. There is no need of carrying your laptop and you're going to maybe your system is always to be perfect or something. The business oriented scenarios, it will be very helpful. Why? Because the data should be important for them, and every time they should be carry the lappy, and maybe sometimes it should be crashed, everything the data will be lost. But whereas here, everything that will be integrated at one common area, so that whatever you need it, you can take it from that. So it will be always having more confidential, because they are giving some SLA, service level agreement. If your data should be in any unauthorized place, till now how much you paid, they will be returned back the amount, and as well as if how much amount you are going to make it as fine, they will pay. Okay, such type of security level things also there. That's why nowadays everybody is going to offering cloud integration. Okay, so one is platform services, infrastructure services, storage services. All types of services will be at one common place. So data is not located in your local system, and data is not available in your internet system. Data is always available in your own authorized place, that is called as cloud. Generally, cloud is what in general scenario we can see everywhere. Everywhere the same, right? So the data also should be available always in a one common place. And the data should be encryption, not same as it is file server, so that no one can see, only whatever credentials they have given, only that authorized persons can access the data. Okay, so that is this. And whenever we have creating the applications in MVC, already we have seen that. What is the lightweight, main things like easier maintenance and testing will be easy, better performance. And the search engine user friendliness. Well, because we are always using URL routing, so that there is no explicit page names. Okay, and instead of ASP.NET, better is MVC. Why? Because they completely server-side coding, but here most of the coding is client-side, and URL extensions will not shown. Always false URLs should shown. False means it's not going to even direct names also we should give. We can give any names, aliases names also. And everyone should follow the folder structure. But in ASP.NET, there is no folder structure. That's your wish. Maybe you can create the folder, keep it pages inside, or may not be create the folders also, never mind. But whereas here, you need to create the folders, keep the pages inside the folders. Okay? This is,
I didn't get the search URL routing based.
Search URL routing based means there directly what we have to do, set as startup page and the response redirect to that page. Everything we have to write. Okay, but whereas in MVC we already told no, one file is necessary for it. That is for global.asax. It has a format. What is a format? Which controller we are taking? Okay, home or anything. Controller slash, what will give this one? Action method. Or shortcut is action method. Action result method or action method. So this action method. So based on the controller home, that action result method, we are going to display the output. So always this routing should come based on the URL only. Okay, not like again we have to right click on the set as start page, view in browser, such type of thing should not come. If you need to change, we can go to the URL on the browser. You want the index page, type index. You want the welcome page, type welcome. Okay, so directly what we can change in URL only. Because there is no .aspx and all. Aspx should not be served. Got it?
Got it.
Yeah, that is it. Okay, so this is main advantages we can say compared to ASP.NET. So now we can create an application. The day we have seen the folder structure. Here, this depends on the version, depends on the IDE. We can add a separate patches.
1 second, ma'am. I'm not getting templates here.
My screen is freezing.
Yeah, I'm not getting like ASP.NET empty web, these MVC3 web application like that.
Yeah. That is only my screen. Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah. So here, these are all the patches. Patches means we have to install separately, download MVC3 setup separately, and download MVC4, download MVC5. So we can download separate setup files for installing these templates. But these are all the things of applications should come automatically along with the .NET installation. But especially this MVC is a separate framework, so that we can install separately, download MVC2, download MVC3, and download MVC4, download MVC5, like that. Okay. So once we install the setup, next finish, and close the Visual Studio, and again restart the system or restart the Visual Studio, then automatically that new templates should come over here. Okay. So once we selected MVC3 application, and once we click on OK, now it's showing that empty or internet application under. Okay. So once we have selected here MVC, this ASPX or Razor, which one we want, we have to select, and we just click on OK. This is automatically showing if it is an office, if they are connected with the TFS server, Team Foundation server. Project is in servers. Every employee has their own ID and password, employee ID. So once they are selected the server, selected the project, then once we click on connect, it is asking the employee ID and password. After we entered, then automatically whatever project is already configured, that project is coming from the server. Okay, because here we are using some personal purpose, so we don't have any TFS under, so directly the folder structure should come, and this is.
Ma'am, TFS is like Visual Source F. Is that?
Yeah, VSS. VSS. There we just keep it like a check-in, check-out, and commit.
Yes.
Right? The same, but only the difference is there. Who was modified that file, and who was added that file. If we need to observe, we can use some comparisons. Okay, but in a TFS, automatically here we can observe the pages, right? In the pages, one user icon symbol is coming. Okay, once we just move the mouse pointer on it, then who is doing that page, what they are doing, everything you can observe. Okay, so such type of advanced end user understandabilities will be there in a pages as an icons. Here there is no icons will come, right? Normal pages, symbols will come, but there extra is user icon symbol also should come. Okay, so once we move the mouse pointer, this is doing Shruti, and this is doing Pallavi, and this page is doing by Kalpana, something like that. Whoever is employees is assigned, whoever is doing currently, automatically the developers should interact with them. Okay, because it's maybe by mistakenly if they are committed, then who committed we don't know. Right, immediately we can contact with them.
So using some other tool you are talking about this?
No.
Yes. I didn't get when they will.
Pallavi is asking about TFS. So just I am explaining what is the difference between VSS and TFS. VSS is the older version, which is long back is used. But nowadays everybody is using TFS, Team Foundation Server.
Okay. Those are the development tools?
Integration purpose. Because one project you are doing first page and she is doing second page. Maybe Pallavi, Kalpana is doing third page. Okay, but by end of the day, you should be integrate all the changes, whatever they made it, right? So if you want to be commit every time, once we are going to take it, the updations from their pages before going to close the application.
Okay. Fine.
So here these are all the folder structures, controllers and models and as well as views. Okay, already we have seen that this is the views. So whatever pages we created inside this, the relevant controllers should come over here. Okay, so here every time whenever we are adding any pages, always controller will be going to accept the add controller. Okay, so this is a default controller. This is scaffold templates. You want read and write or empty only read write. Okay, and click on add it. Here automatically it will create. One is index page, one is details, and the other one is create, edit, delete. All the options. Okay, and go to the controllers. There here is the views. Now we just click on refresh, and we can observe that here only shade will come, layout. Okay, and in this view start, only this master page is going to display, layout. Now this is the controller. Here right click on this one. There add view, so automatically what it is showing you as index. Use layout master page. Layout master page means whatever menus or anything that is already prepared in this shared page, that will become automatically to the web page. Here under the views it is created as index.html. Okay, so whenever this default one controller, this is going to identify where is a view. View means index. So here, if you want the details page, right click on this one, then add a view. So once we have to click on add it, then that view page will come here. See, this is. So that means how many methods are there in this controller? One is for index, the other one is for action result details. Now these two methods will invoke two pages. Those two pages are details.cshtml, another one index.cshtml. So that's why every controller, whenever we just press F5, so it is not showing anything. So now we just say slash. Now here we can say index.
Default one.
Sorry?
Default one.
No.
That controller name is not necessary.
Oh, okay. No. It is controller name slash action result. Okay, this is. So now we have a details page. This is for details. Detail or details. Details in ID number 1. Okay, so because it is the signature is taking the parameter, so this is the controller. under this particular controller index. It's not taking any parameters. And whereas here details, it is taking the parameter int id. Okay. So that's why we are giving the parameter number 1. Then it will goes to view. Now it is taking the details page and it is receiving the type. Okay. So here always the MVC, this is called as URL routing. You are not changing like any details.cshtml and all. Now we can say here details.cshtml, it will give an error. Okay. So this URL routing is only taking the controller name / action result method name only. But this action result method is always follow the signature of the action controller methods. It is not taking any parameter and it's taking the parameter. Now always to be careful that this name default 1, not controller, only the first word other than controller name, the same type of folder should exist here also, default 1. Now inside of this particular controller, what method names are there? This is the name and this is the another name. So every method should be associated with one page. So this index page is index.cshtml and this details page is details.cshtml. Okay. So that is a fundamental rule we need to be follow for MVC. And here, whenever we are going to compare with results, what type of results are there? First, we can understand. So there are in MVC, we have a different type of results. The results will be related to, one is a content result, and the second one is a view result, and the third one is JSON result, JavaScript object notation, JSON result. So totally these 3 types of results will come. I'll tell you what are the things. So this will be content result will be always gives string type of content from one action method. You are sending only email ID. You are sending password, only string type. That is what we call it as content result. That is how we can say simply return content of string, whatever message we get. Here it is string type. And this is a view result. Generally what we are using, go to this page and all. So just simply return view. Because here always you remember there is no button clicks. Button is there and here we are going to invoking the controller and it is going to verify the method and it is navigating. Okay. So that's why here what type of information you are taking and what type of information you are return to where. So return type is, one is the content is only taking the string information. The other one is view results. This is go to return view. View is nothing but go to the page. And the third one is for JSON result, JavaScript object notation result. Okay, 1 second. Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. So JSON results. So JavaScript object notation. So what is this? This content will do is you want to send a table of data, or you want to send a row of data, okay, or you want to send any dictionary values. All these things, what we call it as JSON, JavaScript object notation. So it is going to give those results. Just we can say return JSON. This is a keyword we can use to the whatever the information we are sending, that we can keep it inside of JSON of this. Just only syntaxes I am explaining, and then we can do it in a program. Okay. So here what we have seen, return view. So return view means it is going to view only. Like that, how many things we can have the result in this is these three. One is for content, and the second one is for view, and the third one is for JSON, JavaScript object notation. Okay. So now this action results is divided into these three types: content results, this is the action result, public action result, and then index. So this action result, in how many ways we can send? One is for content result, and second one is for view result, and third one is for JSON result. Okay. So these are all the things is completely based on this return type. So depends on that, it will be search for whether they want only string information, or whether they want only for view, go to the page, or they are sending any content in JSON object. Okay. So whenever you are going to change, one is for URL mapping, and the second one is for, we need to change some query strings in URL. So URL with query strings. So this URL with query string, just now we have seen only controller name / action result method. Controller name / action result. Method name. Now along with that, we need to send some data, that is for here we can give query string. So question mark and some name equal to value. Already you know this one we call it as query string. So you have to give what type of information you are sending, that question mark, and you can submit which value it is going to receive. Okay, this is. And here by default, one more thing, whenever we are not going to specify anything, just we can say default one. This is by default, every website is going to allow the index page. We are not mentioned any even action controller also. So which method will be invoking by default? That is for index. Okay, because we are not mentioned here as / index and all. Maybe you will mention or may not be mentioned, but by default it should be identify the index things. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, okay, this is. So this is what are the action results are there, and how we are going to divided the action results, and how we can access the URLs, and what is the default URL that we can mention here. Okay.
Okay.
And we will continue tomorrow. Okay, I have a call.
Okay.
So tomorrow you can come 6 of my time.